Let me tell you about one of the most incredible acts of kindness I've ever experienced. I was driving my son to his soccer practice, and we were chatting, looking forward to the weekend. But then, out of nowhere, another car came speeding towards us. I remember the terrifying sound of the crash. It all happened so fast. My husband and I were shaken, but mostly unharmed. Yet our son, who was sitting in the front seat, didn't respond. The airbag had knocked him out cold. The couple from the other car immediately ran over to help us. Later that night, doctors told us that our son was in a coma. It was heartbreaking. The man who had been driving seemed distant and avoided us, but his wife was different. She could see our pain, and from the start, she wanted to do everything she could to help. But there was a big problem. Since our son was technically too young to be sitting in the front seat, our insurance wouldn't cover the medical costs. We were already struggling financially, trying to pay rent. But now, just to keep our son alive, we had to pawn anything we could, including my jewelry. Doctors told us to consider letting him go. They believed he would never wake up. But that woman, a stranger, refused to give up. She visited him often, checking on his progress. And when she saw how desperate our situation was, she made an extraordinary offer. She would cover the costs of his life support, month after month. For 14 months, she paid for his medical care, even though her husband was against it. She took it upon herself to help us. And then, one day, when I was reading to him like I always did, his hand suddenly grasped mine. I nearly jumped out of my chair. I looked at him, and he was rubbing his eyes. My son had woken up against all odds. I am forever grateful to that woman for her selflessness